Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Reading. This is Lenore, and I'm going to be doing your tea leaf readings tonight for you. I'm doing readings with the intention for the sign. It could be solar, lunar, or ascendant / rising sign of Scorpio. So, if Scorpio is in any of those replacements for you, I'm going to be reading for the intention of your sign. But if you happen to be on this video and you're not a Scorpio in any of those positions, don't worry. This message might be for you as well. If it resonates with you, then it's for you. So you don't have to stick to whatever sign is on the video. I just like to let you know that I am reading in the intention of that zodiac sign, but that doesn't really, mean anything. If it happens to find you and make sense to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and return the cup 3 times counterclockwise, and then tap it 3 times, lift, and see what the leaves have to say. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. And you're probably hearing my daughter in the background. I was just going to go ahead and do a reading before bedtime here, so it's a little late in our household, but I thought that I would get this reading out so I didn't go too many days between videos. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing an L, this letter L here. Okay, and so I feel like this is going to be a reading that has to do with somebody with an L name, or they could be somebody that has a career in some field that starts with an L. It could be a lawyer, or like a language specialist or something like that. Let's see. It also could be a defining characteristic of the person. So that would be somebody that is, I don't know, that's always running late, or, they're long, or, a tall person, I guess. Let's see. So with the positioning, it's kind of in the center. I don't know if this is going to be about the person I'm reading for, or if it's going to be maybe somebody that is involved in the scenario that we're going to kind of see here. Now let's look this way. Now from this angle, and I don't know why are we going out of focus. Okay, so from this angle I am seeing a firefly. Or no, I'm sorry, not a firefly, a dragonfly. I always mix those two up. But this is the dragonfly here. So, something interesting that I found out about dragonflies in general this last summer is that they're actually one of the they're one of the oldest insects that have survived, millions and millions of years. But they also are one of the best hunters. They are just very they've evolved into just like the supreme predator. They are really good at catching other little bugs and stuff. So I think that these when I see a dragonfly symbol, it really makes me not think of somebody that is predatory, okay? But I think really it is somebody who is very proficient at hunting and gathering, so to speak. But they're really good at getting the things that they need to survive, but also to build the life and lifestyle that they want for themselves and for their family. So this is somebody that's really a provider, somebody that, you know, knows how to find the things that, you know, would it be a good job, or, you know, just money to pay the bills, or how to find the means to get like the vehicle they want, or anything like that, you know, things in that of that nature. They're also just survivors. Okay, these are people that you know, get through a lot and stick around to, you know, see how things end up playing out. You know, they just are around a lot longer than most people, I think. Okay, so I'm seeing this little heart, and I've never really seen a heart that small, but it's also kind of interesting because it is still technically in the center area, and it's kind of below this big scattering of stuff. And we'll kind of go through the rest of these little formations as well. But, you know, I think that with it being kind of small like this, just, you know, kind of just mixed into this kind of chaotic scene here, I think that this is maybe the beginning of a kind of love happening. I think that, you know, I almost get the impression that this could be a kind of love that comes out of a situation that has been very chaotic. Maybe this is something like you know, a friendship, somebody that you have relied on to help you get through whatever kind of mess has been going on. And maybe there's some, you know, little stirrings of fondness happening. Okay, and maybe this friendship, or maybe you've been dating, but, you know, some bigger things have gone on. There's been a lot of stuff you've kind of had to navigate early in your relationship. I feel like there's some, you know, really pangs of intense feelings coming. So I don't know that it's already, you know, like super in love with this person, but I think that you're starting to think that you could feel that. All right, and that's kind of starting to make itself apparent to you, revealing itself to you. And then let's see. Okay. And then so right here, which I think is just such a beautiful little formation, I'm seeing a goddess figure. And she has her arms extended. She almost kind of looks like she's flowing in, you know, the wind a little bit. Maybe flying through the air, and in movement for sure. And then her hand in the front here seems like it's kind of letting go of something. Okay, so what I'm seeing from this, I see this movement. It looks like she's moving towards the past. I feel like this is definitely an indication that this feminine energy, I don't think that this is a person so much as kind of a universal feminine energy. And actually over here I'm seeing there's this one too. I think that this is just telling us that it's time for you to kind of shed some weight, okay? I think that, and I don't mean physical weight, I mean emotional, you know, whatever kind of emotional labor you've been doing, things that you've been carrying with you, the stresses. I think that, you know, that it's very apparent that there's been just a period of intense happenings. I don't know exactly what they are, but it looks like, oh, it almost looks like a bomb went off in your life, maybe. Okay, or a series of things that just have really kind of you know, undone some stuff that you thought was going to be more permanent. I think that maybe at some point in the recent past you felt pretty secure. I think that you felt like you kind of were, you were at where you wanted to be, okay? And some things, a series of things or a big thing happened, and it kind of has, it looks like there's just been a lot of fallout, okay? And I don't think that it's anything super serious like health issues. I don't even think it's something like you've lost your job or your house or anything like that. But I think maybe just some of the beliefs that you had, some of the feelings of security that you had, maybe some of your emotional attachments. I think some of that stuff has really come undone. Okay. And I see it kind of just dispersing. I feel like you feel a little bit overwhelmed for sure. So when I look at this formation here, I really think that we really need to get to a point where we just got to let go of some of that stuff. Okay. And I think that really the universe is telling you need to really focus on that kind of divine feminine energy that you have. And now if you are a female or a male or any other identification of, gender, we all have aspects of that divine feminine consciousness in us, okay? And so that is really kind of telling me you need to listen to those feelings, and you need to trust that the universe is going to provide for you what you need. And right now it's telling me that you need to just kind of let go of some of the stuff that you are holding on to. Okay. Okay. And here on the rim here, I'm looking at this. It looks like a big tail, okay? And it looks like a fish head. And to me, this looks very much like a koi fish. And traditionally, a koi fish is very good luck. I think this is a wonderful omen. I think that this is a beautiful symbol to receive in a bowl. I think this means, and it's maybe hard to see in the video. I don't know exactly how much you can see the depth of it, but this is up on the rim, and it's even reaching up into this top rim, which on the cups and bowls that I read from, I always say that these are kind of the areas of the metaphysical, the spiritual, the higher consciousness. This is where your guardian angel, the universe, all of that. This is where these kinds of thoughts and messages and signs, omens, all that stuff, when it's attached to this rim, that means that it really exists in that kind of higher realm. So I see that the fish is arching all the way up into that realm and coming down all the way down to like the more material, physical, embodied realm here. Okay. So I really think that in all aspects of your life, this new era that you're coming into really is going to be a lot of prosperity. You're going to have a lot of abundance. I think that you're going to have a lot of clarity. And I think that this little love that we see over here is really going to, be an opportunity for you to get outside of yourself a little bit, have some fun, and really enjoy time with somebody else. Okay. And I think that that's going to be, it seems like it is somebody that you've known through this kind of difficult transition that you've been making. And I feel like this person has really been there for you. And I feel that, with this dragonfly energy that I have about you, I think that you're a survivor. I think that you have good instincts about people. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be kind of a pretty solid, loyal, safe kind of relationship. I don't know if it will evolve into anything long-term or very serious, but I think right now that that friendship or that kind of dating, love, taking things to the next level, that could definitely work out in your favor. Okay, if you are so inclined. And then let's see, what do we have over here? This one's kind of interesting. It kind of looks like, oh, let's see, how far down do I need to go before we can get you to, there it is. Okay. This one looks like, it kind of almost looks like a horse or like some kind of Pegasus, jumping down from from the sky. I imagine this being the vast ocean of sky above us, and it's kind of jumping down into the more physical realm. Okay, so I think this is just really telling me that you are sometimes really up in the clouds. Your head is just out there daydreaming. You have a beautiful imagination. You're very creative. And I think that right now you're going to be shifting more into working on some material goals. Okay, I think that you're really going to get down into the earth of things. I think that you're going to get your household in order. I think you really just are moving towards, having a very solid foundation in this next cycle that is coming up for you. Okay. And I really think it looks good. I know that there's some anxiety. I can feel it just looking at this. I think that you're probably a little bit afraid of moving forward. And I think that you're also probably pretty sketchy about some of the stuff that has gone on recently. Okay. And that's really put you on edge. And that's so understandable. So I think that, somebody like you, it would be good for you to probably take some time to write down how you're feeling. I think making lists, journals, things of that nature, so you can kind of sort through some of this baggage that you have right now. And maybe being able to do that will help you with, like we talked about here, with the goddess formation. I think that will help you let go of some of that stuff, and I think that you will be all the better for it. Okay, so I think some documentation just for you. You don't have to let anybody see that. It's just something, it's an exercise for you to release some of that stuff that you are keeping in your heart and soul right now. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this. Now let's see. It looks to me like the next 3 months are going to be kind of really the important times. The next 3 months are going to be really important for you as far as just kind of getting things in order for yourself. I think that like we talked about before, this is a time you're going to be coming out of kind of those, out of your head, out of that kind of creative space that you probably dwell in a lot. I think that right now when you're in that kind of more dreamy place, it's becoming kind of anxious for you. And that's because I feel like you're kind of worried about getting your household together. You're thinking about the material things of your life, what you need to do to kind of get to where you want to be. Okay. And I think that these next 3 months are going to be really important for you to make a plan. And so when we're talking about, the journaling and making lists and stuff, maybe it would also be beneficial to you to start making some lists and writing down kind of some goals that you have in the near future. It doesn't have to be anything super lofty, but, just things that are manageable, things that you know that you are totally able to get done. And, it might sound silly, but sometimes it's really helpful to just have these kinds of little things that you're going to be able to, even if it's stuff like, okay, I got to sort out the guest room, or, it's my goal to I don't know, organize all of my books or something, you know, alphabetize them. Something that can be meditative, soothing, that you know that you can get done. Nothing that is super, you know, like a lifetime's goal or whatever, or something that's unrealistic to, you know, right now. But, you know, just doing those things that you think that you can get done and you know that you can get done, and then checking them off. There's something very, very fulfilling about being able to look at a paper and you're like, okay, I've got this done, I got this done, I got this done. I feel like, you know, I've really accomplished some stuff, and there's like evidence right here that I've done that, you know? So, yeah, so I guess that's where I'm at with this this reading. These are kind of, you know, just some simple little things that I have done myself, and maybe some things that will help you in the future. So, oh my goodness, I just knocked over my little goddess there. Okay, so if you are a first-time viewer, or if you have been here before, I thank you so much. I would love it if you would like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what resonates with you. What are you seeing in the cup? What kind of symbols? What's going on in your life? You know, just any kind of comment. I just really like the little feedback and stuff. You can find me on Facebook, and that is Ula Tea Leaf Readings. You can find me on Instagram. That's Ula of the Tea. And if you are interested in private readings, please just go ahead and leave or send me an email, and we can discuss how that works. Okay, I appreciate your time, and I'm so honored, as always, to be able to deliver these messages to you. My name again is Lenore, and this is Ula Tea Leaf Readings. I hope you have a most wonderful morning, day, night, whatever whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much.